Here comes the fifth take on this video. Just having a hard time getting started on this record. It's just one of those nights. It happens sometimes. Sometimes get into a record, one take, bang, you got it down. And then sometimes it takes maybe about 4 or 5 or 6 takes before you're relatively happy with what you're doing in your own video. Mr. DJ making videos tonight. It is July the 14th, 2016. Counting down my fantasy playlist of June the 13th, 1986. We are up to number 12. Song that went to number 12 on Billboard's Hot 100. Like a Rock by Bob Seger from the album of the same name. It was the second single. You may remember this song from the Chevy commercials, Chevy truck commercials, back in the 90s and early 2000s. And this is an introspective song. It really just, it hits the spot, particularly when you get older. Here's the thing. When you're 17, 18 years old, you look down this highway of life. It seems endless. It just merges into the distant horizon. And 20, 30 years in the future just seems like an eternity. And you're thinking, you're 17, 18 years old, you're thinking, yeah, man, I got all this time. 20, 25 years down the road, you look back. You look back down the same road that you traveled from the opposite direction. And boy, the road seems a lot shorter. You're wondering, where did all the time go? My goodness, I just started on this road. I was 18, now I'm 42. I'm 45. I mean, what happened? I mean, how did it go so fast? Major time dilation. If you're 17, 18 years old, you're watching this video, or 19 years old, you will understand. It will happen. Enjoy your youth. Enjoy it to the hilt. Now that I've broken the ice and given some unsolicited advice, which I shouldn't have done, let's get back on this record, Like a Rock. This song was inspired by a relationship that Bob Seger was in for 11 years. It came to an end. That's pretty sad. I mean, you look back on it and it's like, gosh, dog it. Once again, where did all the time go? Here's a quote from Bob Seger. This is what he told the New York Times. But beyond that, it expresses my feeling that the best years of your life are in your late teens when you have no special commitments and no career. It's your last blast of fun before heading into the cruel world. Oh my goodness, that is right. There's such a difference between high school, even between high school and college. Day and night, or night and day, however you want to play that. Rick Vito played on this record. Rick Vito, you probably never heard this guy. You might vaguely remember hearing the name, as he was the lead guitarist of Fleetwood Mac. He replaced Lindsey Buckingham as lead guitarist after Lindsey Buckingham left the group in 1987. Excuse me. He was with Fleetwood Mac. He played with Fleetwood Mac for 4 years, from 1987 to 1991. Then he went solo. He's played with numerous other people. He's known for his slide guitar playing and for his blues guitar. He could play. Influenced by everyone from B.B. King to Keith Richards. He played on Lawyers in Love by Jackson Browne. Remember the album? Remember the song Lawyers in Love by Jackson Browne? Does anybody remember that? Boy, I love to reminisce about these records. Summer 1983, Jackson Browne. Brings out the DJ in me. And then there was Tender as the Night, which was a follow-up, and I believe Rick Vito played on that too. Behind the scenes, he's not well-known. He's not like a front man. He's not like David Coverdale or David Lee Roth or Sammy Hagar, these marquee household rock and roll names. He's a behind-the-scenes guy. But it doesn't make him any less talented than the people who are front and center. Rick Vito. He plays the iconic slide guitar solo on this record, Like a Rock. Bob Seger, number 12 on my fantasy playlist of June 13th, 1986.